Hello, let's start. On this, what are the news? Leagues brand, profile bonus, local ball festival campaign, gift from admin, apology for admin ball. Skill token. Invite friends. Added friend complete step 5. Added friend and lab reward for daily use. Okay, if anyone to use my invitation code, they are welcome to use it. EF Connect. Special promotion called link share eFootball promotion. Select and type the code in the box and confirm your reward. What the hell? Why can't I use it? I'll check it later. Scoring the penalty kick. First half. Let's go to the matches. What are the events available? Go to tournament. International Cup 2026. Choose your event. You will be able to change your choose team. You will be able to change your choose team. Obviously, Portugal. Portugal. Stage, knockout stage. Cannot earn reward from other match level. I selected the match. Okay. Group overview. Congo, Uzbekistan, Colombia. Is this Ruben Nunes? Portugal, Congo, Uzbekistan, Portugal, Colombia. Hey bro, anyone to friendly? Sure.
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. And this is Ronaldo. Quality ball. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Mbemba calmly anticipates. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I've heard only good things about this player, João Neves, Peter. He's very good under pressure, plays with an awful lot of courage, always wants to get on the ball, and positionally, very, very sound. He's a real asset for any team at number 6 or an 8.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Masuaku gets over and intercepts. Twanzebe. Oh, easy pickings there.
Oh,
Sadiki. Katompa Mvumpa. Good running, strong and purposeful. Shapes to shoot! He scored!
it's goal!
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
After 15 minutes is number 11.
Democratic Republic of Congo gain their reward with an early goal. Joao Felix. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Diogo Costa gets his hands on it and the danger is averted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Masuaku. And Mbemba. That's a sharp pass. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nicely weighted ball. That has been slung wide. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Tries to pass it through. Great defending, strong and determined. Wisa. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone.
Red card.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He's gone for the shots. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Delivered. Tries a shot! And he's stuck it away. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Portugal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Referee's given a throw. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Wisa. He's on it. Can he get away? That looks a good ball through. There's the shot! Off the post. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Added time.
Oh, important interception. And he shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are purring, truly purring.
They are.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Democratic.
Oh.
That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. The second half is up and running.
Portugal really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Oh, that's a key interception. Great vision. And he's picked out the run. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
रोनाल्डो के पैर में जान ही नहीं.
And here's Ramos. Cristiano Ronaldo!
What was
And the
this
keeper
shot?
has done enough. Top stop.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's hoisted clear. It's a throw-in. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
It's a promising position. Now here's the delivery. Cleared away. Space for him to turn and look. Vitinha goes sliding in. Vitinha did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Tuanzebe cuts out the pass. Sadiki. And it's Neves. And he's heaved it away. And they've got a throw.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 11, João Felix.
Now it's Vitinha. And he's in on goal, shoots! And that's a tidy finish. So what's your view on that goal then?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
Portugal, after 73 minutes, is number 87, João Neves. João Neves. João Neves.
So could they be onto something here? Tuanzebe. Portugal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Masuaku. Masuaku, towering header! Oh, it's fallen kindly here! Oh, good finish! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Bakambu. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Looking for the run. Trincao. Cristiano Ronaldo. Goes for a shot! And a neat finish! They're back within reach!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this
They
stinks
are
of
back
desperation to
within
me.
reach.
They know they've got it wrong.
After 85 minutes is number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
So here comes the substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Stood up well to him there. Masuaku is very much the model of the modern-day fullback.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
This might spell danger. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Ramos. Mbemba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for options for movement. Gonzalo Ramos. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day, Sadly, not today.
Just a quick reminder today to please drink
So,
responsibly.
Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Campaign hub. Progress through the campaign hub to found the highlight all festival selection code. And select and sign up to 5 players from the total of 10 international in our Spain. Okay. Mind bonus. Done. Let me see if you are still available. I think the code is wrong. 0466. One character is missing. Agent, I'm not able to play it. I want to change my address. Even
Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter.
Against Portugal.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Picked up and a chance! Nicely aimed pass.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Can he get on the end of this? Chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Gonzalo Ramos clearly thought he had a beating of the
second
keeper.
reaction. इसको पास देना था.
And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Quarter of an hour played. Spread to the right. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Spread neatly.
Lovely balls, but done into the... What is this? Sonish Prashant. Hello.
Gets a good foot in there. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Joao Felix. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Vitinha. That's going wide left. Oh, super. Joao Felix! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal!
Golden ball.
Portugal!
Who?
And Portugal score first.
Create one or... You can create a room and send me the code.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Knocks it into space. Great ball if he can get there. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Iago Costa.
That's the keeper's ball. That's a throw. One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Look at the space here. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
Oh.
And the referee has blown for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Portugal go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Portugal have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we are back underway. Portugal leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Katompa Mvumpa. Closing in. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught on it here! And again! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Gonzalo Ramos. Played right into his path.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Sadiki. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
It's a promising position. Delivers with whip. Diogo Costa claims it without any fuss.
Democratic Republic of Congo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He's having a shot!
Oh, bachaya.
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
What a
That's
save.
very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's a fine stop. It's a fine stop by the keeper.
Substitution for Democratic Republic of Congo. Number 11.
So we have movement on
Number
both
10.
benches.
Coming on the field, number 17.
Well, he certainly
Number
wasn't in the mood to
12.
take any risks.
Substitutions taking place.
Democratic Republic of Congo really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Towering header! And they can counter here. Nicely weighted ball. And he's intervened well there. Portugal leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. And he's quick to return it. Threads one in. Big chance! Hits off target and by
Big
quite
chance.
a way.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Big chance.
Substitution for Democratic Republic of Congo. Number 2.
Democratic Republic of Congo making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's been cut out, well played. Tries to pass it through.
Tries to pass it through.
And that will be
The
it.
fine squad.
Portugal have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Diogo Costa picking up the Man of the Match award, and no
Just a
surprise
quick
there.
reminder today, please refrain from
Your
parking
final thoughts,
outside
Jim?
this
Well, it
stadium.
may be...
Is there any table? Full journey. Golden goal rule. Exclusive game plan. Is priority and speed. Okay.
So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to... Chance for a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Colombia.
Any thoughts on the goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
Colombia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Plays a sharp little ball here. Space for him to turn and look. Nicely shaped cross. Xavi Alonso, and it's made its way to him. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Quintero. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Cafu. Pele. Lerma. That's going wide left.
Diaz clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Diaz. Juan Quintero. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now that's well seen too.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He threads one in. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
That's one.
Lukumi. Half an hour played now. And it's Quintero. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's picked his way through. Decent chance! Vinicius Junior. Looking for the run. This looks promising. He's in. And the shot! And there's a goal! 2 up now! And they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he was quick to react.
2 added minutes have been
Batistuta. Kagawa. Pele. Shot, surely! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Batista.
This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, great leap! It's loose, and again! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45.
Well, I don't think most of us
And
were
again,
expecting a
and
second,
again.
Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Portugal are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's destined for the flank. Now it's Diaz. He's in a great position here. Drives, getting up there! Harmlessly behind.
I just wonder what was on his mind
Just
there.
got
Should have
to-
put his foot right through it.
Lukumi. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Sanchez. Played out to the left flank. And he skips past his man. It's a sweeping cross. Real chance!
Oh.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
John Duran actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
It's a promising position. Cross into the box. And it's claimed by the keeper. Puyol. Here's Vitinha. Pelé. Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position. Lerma. Duran. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's James Rodriguez. Juan Quintero. Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice. There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Shapes to shoot! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 10, Vinicius
Well, the two
Junior.
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 19, Mbappe. Substitution.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's James Rodriguez. Munoz has a look up and delivers. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And this is Batistuta. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
It's a red card.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like
It's a
that is a
booking.
mystery to me.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 26, Kagawa. Coming on to replace him is number 13, Conte.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely aimed pass. Takes aim and crosses. Conte, a picture of focus and alertness. And that is as far as it goes. Portugal can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side, it turned into a very, very smooth ride. Dstuds claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is...
Okay. Colombia. Correct. Correct. Portugal versus Argentina.
Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this fella, Ruben Neves, I suspect would be a key factor, Peter, sitting deep in midfield, which...
Cristiano Ronaldo! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Portugal with the corner, they're first. Keeper's dealt with that. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi running with the ball.
That's good play from him.
He's got away. Messi. And Messi! Goal!
Oh, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So, a breakthrough already. Knocks it into space. Receives it in a great chance! They've got to be quick to recover. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Has another go! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Argentina are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. No second
It's a red
thought,
card.
a straight red card. Portugal are down to 10 men. And it's Messi. Messi. Oh, this is a very good run. Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
No way through. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Nicely weighted ball. This might spell danger. Decent chance! Of course!
Goal!
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Portugal, after 30 minutes, is number 9, Gonzalo Ramos.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Plenty to aim at here. Great vision. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now that looks a decent ball. Vitinha. Tries to play it through. Simeone shoots! Portugal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. He can run onto that, and he's managed to get free. Looking to play him in. Messi.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Joao Felix. That is good alertness.
Time.
Paz. Oh, easy pickings there. And he skips past his man.
Shot.
Inacio calmly anticipates. Messi. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Portugal are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Back on the way then.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Looking for options for movement. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Tries to pass it through. He has found the way through. He has a look up. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Threads one in. He's in a great position here. And he plays one through. And that was very necessary. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Messi. Good ball, good take. And he can clear it away. And that is a little undercooked. Bernardo Silva. And they're back on the ball again. Chance! And he's found the net! right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences
That's a
apart,
man
and it's
side.
difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And he's gone looking for safety. Rafael Leao. That is ended up in no man's land. 75 minutes played. He's a sharp little ball here. The ball goes... Header! Goal! Argentina! And they've got their lead back. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
After 79 minutes is number 19.
Argentina have their lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Aimed beyond the defence. Takes a shot! And it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch.
Oh, can he finish? Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this. But has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Molina kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Alvarez. And time is up. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Okay, just a minute.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Kerala eSports. The room is full. I can't join. Italian clubs. Italian clubs में always is Inter Milan. Let's start.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Well, now here's Adriano, quite an enigma.
That probably best describes him. A fabulous natural talent that can be erratic.
Just the keeper in his way.
Shit.
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Such sharp play, and he's been looking so good this half, and yet he doesn't convert.
And this is Batistuta. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Del Piero. Well, that has not gone well. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Adriano. Oh, well measured. And he's in on goal. Big chance!
No.
Goal! Milan! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful countering.
And Keane! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Del Piero makes a dash for it. Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! A finish of true class. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
The goal scorer for
It
Milan.
was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
I think there's been a greater...
He's having a shot! Dstuds. Davids. That is good progress on the left. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Pass is just off. He's had a shot! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Milan find a position of real strength now. And he's managed to get free. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Del Piero.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He is through here. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. What a throw in. He is just caressing the ball. Takes the shot. A whisker away. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And so the action is resumed.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be. But they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Can he get it through? Adriano. Del Piero. Can he get on the end of this? That pass has been well intercepted. Donatoni. Now who's going to be first to this? It's a pretty loose pass.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And it's Serginho. Stefan de Vrij. Showing good feet. Serginho will not want to lose out here. Applies the finish! DiMarco.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And here's Del Piero. Cafu. Davids. Milan have reclaimed it. No way through. And here's Keane. Looking for options for movement. Real chance! He's got a goal! And that is what they came to
after this
see.
match.
What they demanded to see. His first. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Inter Milan may be down, but not out just yet. Adriano. Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Short changes him with that. He'll try from distance! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Donadoni clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
Number 15.
Inter Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. He has found the way through. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Del Piero. And it's Del Piero. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
Yeah.
Stefan de Vrij. Locatelli. Donadoni. He's going to be disappointed with that. And the pass is intercepted. And that's it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fact.
Out of the W then. I am waiting in the room. What happened?
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as, to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. So it's away we go then.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
And this is Shevchenko. He's in! Must be! Chance! Oh, would you believe it? The goal to end it all! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And there you have it! And that is how you do it. One quick draw finish.
Portugal really went looking for it, didn't they? And this was the reward their approach warranted. This was a game which you sensed from very early on.
Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. And he's intervened well there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he's had it nicked away. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic technique too, and that allows him to weigh his through balls to near perfection, as well as keep hold of it when he's under pressure.
And the shot! Oh, the ball, and it's come back out to him. Nearly, but not quite.
Keane certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
DiMarco. No goals as yet. Pagano. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Has a look and plays it forward. And he was quick to react. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, that was vital. And no, that was never going to make it. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, well measured. Keane. Lovely bit of skill. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's rather hopeful. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. This is a promising build-up. But that has not gone well. He's in a great position here. Good ball, good take. Crosses it in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
So, a temporary halt to the action. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Well, that's a little loose. He's having a pop! Loose ball now, and there's a oh, he's been caught napping! I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
He's been caught napping.
Ricci getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zielinski is in a really good position out wide. Chance for a shot! It's hit the upright. Modric. Oh, super! He's had a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that wasn't far away.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And here's Keane. Pagano. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, played right into his path. Nicely aimed pass. Short changes him with that pass. Half an hour gone in the second half. Spread to the right. Space for him to turn and look. He's on it. Can he get... He's having a shot! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Substitution.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. That's going to go a long way. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Portugal are repeatedly frustrated here in the face of this rearguard. Time is getting away from them. He won't be happy with that one. Knocks it into space. Real chance! Oh, that could be pivotal! Well, would you believe that? And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 11.
Portugal are making a change now. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
So the first goal of the game.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Has been indicated.
4 extra minutes added on. Dorval. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And it's made its way to him. Batistuta. Oh, super find. Now it's Fofana. And the shot! And there goes their last chance. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink.
So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Knocks it into space. And he's definitely onside. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Shevchenko. Quarter of an hour played. O'Reilly kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Marquinhos. It's a good ball out wide. This is a promising build-up. Messi. He has found the way through. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! That's good running with the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Threads one in. He can run onto that. They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Lino. Oh, played through for the wide man. And he's picked it up out wide. Now, can he find a finish? Well read. Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Yamal. And it's Drogba. And this is Batistuta. Oh, that's a key interception. O'Reilly is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Drogba. And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And so the action is resumed.
Well, both sides are eager to get going.
And a header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Batistuta, looking for options for movement. Can he finish? Superb goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Portugal are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Drogba. And here's Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Shevchenko dominates aerially so often.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Shevchenko. Shevchenko! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Tries to play it through, and the shot! And that's a tiny finish.
Batistuta.
And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Gabriel Batistuta.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Now it's Batistuta. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Number 8.
Yamal.
Coming on the field is
Lino.
number 18. Trossard.
Alexander-Arnold. And here's Messi. And it's O'Reilly. Lino. Now it's Batistuta. Quality ball. Pass somewhat off target. O'Reilly. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely aimed pass. And this is Beckham. He's picked his way through. Oh, important interception. Now it's Shevchenko. And this is Beckham. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Trossard wants to run onto this. Drogba! Goal! Deep into injury time! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Pelota go.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 19.
So we have movement on both benches.
Coming on to replace him
Borussia Dortmund give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. And that is that. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame
Create a room
anybody
inside
had
the
to
ball.
lose. Batistuta taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and... Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Okay, after this match, I'll join.
Driving forward. Now this could be a chance. Great ball, and he tries a shot! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Foot in. Can he get it through? Passes coming off in quick succession here. Inacio wins the duel this time. Looking for options for movement. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, that's a fine interception. Portugal yet to have an attempt on goal. And he's got the beating of his man. Big chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Ruben Dias gets it away. And there's his chance to lead the counter. This is a promising build-up. Looking to play him in. Ronaldo has the space to scheme. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that is well cleared. Gonzalo Inacio. João Neves. Now that looks a decent chance for a shot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
29 minutes is number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Portugal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. João Felix. It's Bernardo Silva. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a good run, that. Great timing.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's João Felix. João Felix showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So, a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Portugal coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Portugal can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Portugal are still that goal to the good. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Substitutions taking place.
Uzbekistan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
He's a sharp little ball here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ah, such a clever touch. Knocks it into space. Now it's Ramos. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. Oh, no joy this time.
Gonzalo Ramos clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Tries to pass it through. Now, and he shoots!
Good job.
And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 11.
So we have movement on both benches.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Threads one in. That's the keeper's ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Not the most accurate pass.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
They have held on just. Portugal can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Portugal really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our better stadium.
Okay, first I'll play with Colo Molo. 0 4 9 3 9 3 0. But the room seems to be full. 0 4 6 6 0 4 2 2 0 4 2 2 4 6 1. There's no room. 0 4 0 0 8 3 0. Let's try. 0 4 2 2 4 6 6 1. There's no row. 0 4 0 8 9 3 3 9 3 3 0. You won't manage.
Portugal do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Portugal must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. And he was quick to react. Pulisic. Shot could be on. Great ball and shot, surely! It's there! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Trabzonspor are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Pele. Cafu. Now it's Batistuta. It's Pele! Oh, it's fallen kindly here.
Oh.
And he scores! They've come back. They've come roaring back. This is becoming quite a game. Some heroic goalkeeping. but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Portugal restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Now it's Darwin. Great vision. Nunez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Pelé. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pulisic. Not the most convincing of passes. Well, there's the clearance. Just eases him off the ball. Beckham. That's a sharp pass. Pelé. He shifted it to the flank. He's being urged to shoot. Shoots! Goal! Portugal! Incredible! They have found their way out of a corner and landed a big blow of their own. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Declan Rice.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Threads one in. Now it's Darwin. That's tidy. Nice physical challenge. Look at this, and the shot! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Any deeper thoughts about that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Played out wide. Cross to the back post.
There will be 3 minutes.
That's the keeper's ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nakamura is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And that brings the first half to a close. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals, evenly... Chance for a shot! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Trabzonspor have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And there's and the shot! It's Luke. That's another chance.
अरे
And no mistake. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pulisic. And it's Nakamura. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Shevchenko. Batistuta being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, there's little doubt they'll try to frustrate him and negate his...
There's the shot! It's run, and again! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Shevchenko.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Number 22. Ferran Torres.
Trabzonspor are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Darwin, pinches it off him. Knocks it into space. Shevchenko! Brilliant from Shevchenko! About as smooth as it gets. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Substitution on the field. Number 14. Trossard. Number 5. Pulisic. Coming on the field. Number 17. Rafael Leao. Number 7. Shevchenko. Substitution.
Portugal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, they want to win this, Peter, plain and simple. Seal promotion right here.
And the finish! And that's a tidy finish! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better...
Darwin. Oh, shooting chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see...
Great chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Nakamura with the short one. Here comes the... He leaps for it! No, not the best of headers.
Nakamura with the shot.
Tries to pass it through. Drogba. And a chance! And it's in! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think
That's
we've got to
very
give
late.
the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and...
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. A game that is a tale of one that got away, a position of great promise they established, but they...
0-1077. You have a very good team.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things already...
Oh,
Play in that area.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
There's the shot!
just
Just too much. Fractions.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Rice powering forward here. Now, can they get him away? That's a lovely, neat pass. Kagawa can see things others simply cannot. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space.
And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. Messi. And Messi! And that is doing no harm at all.
Messi clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Lampard. Now it's Rice. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Now it's Batistuta. Cafu. And here's Cruyff. And he's in on goal. Tries one from range. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Messi goes short. And this is Lampard! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
There will be 1
Baresi.
minute added time.
Kagawa, of course, a dribbler of out. And the referee has blown for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of
after this
trying.
match.
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Just a
Well,
quick
simply put,
announcement, it is
Peter,
now
they
time for
haven't
our
been
special
good enough
lottery.
to trouble the
Please grab the
opposition.
tickets you were
They
given when you were
need
walking
to play
through the
with more
gates.
courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. So straight into the second half.
Portugal really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Now it's Lampard. Now then, the ball's come loose. Shevchenko. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Messi. Oh, that's nice. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable match. Tries a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Messi with the short one. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. And it's Rice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pass somewhat off target. Pressing high and with purpose. Anderson, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. And this is Bale. Oh, takes a shot! And he hits the net. And the game has liftoff. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely bit of skill. And Cruyff! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
After 81 minutes is number 9, Johan Cruyff.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Messi making good progress. Ball swung in. Great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! It's all becoming so easy! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
Minute has been indicated.
Anderson going forward. And there goes the final whistle. Portugal cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Just Zero for 9. No. 0. 0, 5, 1.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things already rolling. Adriano! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
It certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Ronaldinho!
Mateus really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Ronaldinho. Picked out brilliant. Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Baresi gets over and intercepts. Half an hour played now. Ups for safety. This is a promising build-up. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho. And here's Roberto Carlos. Cafu demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now it's Inzaghi. Pele. Portugal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Plays a sharp little ball here. Cafu. And it's Beckham. Spread to the right. Ronaldinho.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nicely weighted ball. And we've reached half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we are back on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Inzaghi. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Driving on and making good progress. Cafu. And here's Shevchenko. And this is Pele. It's Pele! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press.
Inzaghi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He leaps for it! And now they can spring out of defence. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Cafu. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And this is Batistuta. Referee has just said play on. Filippo Inzaghi has found the net here, of course. Threads one in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And the counter is on. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, and Shevchenko! And that was struck with genuine force. And they're quick to get it back. Can he finish?
Hurry!
And how did he not put that away?
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
So the manager could make a change for the first time in the game here. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And the shot! And that's in! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Just one in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Pele, chance for a shot! It's a goal! They have stolen level at the last! Complete awareness, he understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Pele really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Substitution in progress.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And they've got rid.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Driving through them. There's the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Young clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitutions taking place.
Yes, I'll play after this match. Don't spam.
All hands on deck for this one. Header comes in! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Now, can they get him away? And that is that. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And with that...
4 6 completed city. I am waiting. Let's go, Gerard. Let's go, Gerard. I waited for you in the room, but you didn't join. you whenever set the border.
Well, the permutations are as simple as they are exciting. One remaining shot and they must hit the bullseye. There's nothing quite like last day drama. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Portugal need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. Pele! That wasn't the worst effort in the world. And we have our very first corner. Van Dijk gets it away. O'Reilly tries to... Big chance! That's another chance!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
No, flags up on the far side.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, the way he sheepishly looked across.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. That's a good run down the left. Duke is flagged offside.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can...
Getting up there! Oh, it's hit the post! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And the counter is on. Yamal. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, that is a real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's off target and by quite a way.
Pele clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Van Dijk. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, maybe he thought they were already promoted, Peter. It's a silly card to pick up.
Looking for a runner. Didn't quite work for him. Diaz. Tries to... Can he finish? Goal! Portugal! And who else? Who else This is what he lives for, taking centre stage yet again. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
That's destined for the flank. That is good progress on the left. Rashford with the cross. Cleared without hesitation. Pass somewhat off target.
Manchester United always have been a side that...
And it's been given away. Can he get it through? Pele is onto this. Kubasi. Portugal looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. No, not quite on the same wavelength. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
A probing pass. Baresi can get it clear.
Lamine Yamal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind...
Great chance! And he stuck it away! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's 2 now. And for the first half, that is that.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Portugal sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So we're underway for the second half. And it's Rashford. Rashford will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. O'Reilly is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now it's Batistuta. Yamal. For O'Shea. Diaz. Now it's Pele. Now it's Shevchenko. That's a little off target. Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he finish? And again! It's a goal! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, I just think it was really good movement, but I think a couple of defenders got caught ball watching there when they should have been picking up the danger man.
Manchester United, after 61 minutes, is number 30, Lionel Messi.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Played down the flank, and he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. Brilliantly cut out.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
And he's gone looking for safety. Dstuds. That's a good chance! And there's a goal! Manchester United are back on level terms. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Substitution.
Substitution for Portugal, number 9, Shevchenko.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, it's pretty obvious they have to change their approach if they want this, and they do.
Number 19.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Coming on the
Well,
field.
this is to be expected.
Goes for a shot! Goal! Portugal! The message is clear. We are the ones going up. Stop us if you can.
Well, what a time to do it. What a time. Someone was going to have to be brave, and it was certainly worth it.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Portugal have their lead.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
Kagawa gets into a good position. Drogba and shoots! That is really good tenacity.
Oh, उसका पैर फट गया था।
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it. Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's O'Reilly. Havertz. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. He's having a hit! It's a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion.
So that goal then, yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
Number 29.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Added minutes
So
has
is
been
that the
indicated.
decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Now it's Diaz. That's been cut out, well played. It's a searching pass. Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that will be the final act. Portugal are going up, and now they can dream. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Portugal really were brilliant today, Peter. To produce a performance like this in a game that could have a massive outcome on the team's future. Those players have every reason to be proud of themselves and deserve every bit their status.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Create a room, will play a match. Let's go, Gerard. Create a room. Nigel.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Well, we're underway.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right.
Oh, he's been caught on it! That is Dstuds! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
After 3 minutes is number 14, Gabriel Batistuta.
Borussia Dortmund are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Beckham gets a foot in here. Now it's Batistuta. Knocks it into space. Diaz. O'Reilly tries to play it through. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1. He's had a shot! And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab it.
And Del Piero! And that's a sharp finish. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Borussia Dortmund cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
That's an excellent interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Beckham to take it as usual. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Scholes is always looking to break lines. Great ball and he's... And the finish! And it's in! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's found the big chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Puyol cuts out the pass.
There will be 3
Well, that
minutes
tackle was
added time.
certainly sturdy. And the keeper's got it again. Baresi. O'Shea is one of those players who's known for reading the... Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
It's a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. Back on the way then.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
O'Shea. That could spell trouble. Oh, good ball. Shapes to shoot. Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Portugal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
O'Shea promptly onto that, and that is that. Can he get on the end of this? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he was quick to react. Threads one in. Looking to play him in. No way through. And this is Inzaghi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking for the run. And this is Gerrard. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Tries to get it clear.
Borussia Dortmund surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's gone for a throw-in.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 9, Shevchenko. Number 14,
Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off
Coming on
with
the field,
relative ease.
Number 26, Kagawa. Number 10, Vinicius Junior. Substitution for Portugal. Number 21, Pele. Number 19, Yamal. Number 23,
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
on the field. Number 20, Didier
Portugal
Drogba.
could be just about done here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Substitution.
Portugal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, this looks sharp.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Owen ploughing through the middle. That's going to go a long way. Borussia Dortmund have got it back and they'll have another go. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Can he get it through? That's that, the end. Portugal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
That's it for today.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Portugal just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
Well, that's it for tonight.